Hello, my comrades, and welcome to the best game ever made, Devil May Cry 4 Special Edition. I'm your comrade Mecha, and for this beautiful run, we are gonna do a bunch of cool stuff. So, in example, first of all, I need to relaunch my game twice because I decided to show some cool stuff first prior to the run. It's nothing like big. It's like more of a secret that I can show you right now, but still something that we can something that I can show to you. So first, if you have a fresh save, you can type Devil May Cry, and you'll get this beautiful menu that you can tap yes or no, and if you press yes, then the game changes from blue to purple, and yeah, it just gets much better, kind of. But in reality, we don't need that much of settings, so let's get it over with and finally start our speedrun the legit way, the way we are supposed to play the game, like sort of, kind of, whatever of. So, we're gonna be speedrunning on Legendary Dark Knight difficulty, which features a lot of enemies being spawned at the same time, with Son of Sparda, health, and Dante Must Die logic. So it's kind of a difficulty you don't want to be playing on your first playthrough, because people are easily getting swarmed, and it just becomes very hard to people to actually figure what they have to do. So, because we actually know how to play this game properly, we won't have that much of a problem with it, but still we can die, because this difficulty is kind of a new game plus one, and we're gonna play it from a fresh save. So, Legendary Dark Knight, and all that stuff. Prior to the start of the run, we turned on something called Turbo Mode. Turbo Mode increases the game speed by 20%, and basically it's a free time save. So, whenever you are ready, my comrades, we are ready to go. So, 3, 2, 1, go. Start the timer. So, Devil May Cry 4 is a game that was made in 2008, and we are playing a special edition version of it. The special version of Devil May Cry 4 features a lot of improvements and downgrades compared to the vanilla version of the game, but also it makes some of the things like very easy for us to speedrun. In example, the balance of the magazine of the shop that we'll be buying all of our items and abilities, it kind of got rebalanced. So to start the speedrun, we gotta clear the very first mission, mission 1, with S ranks, both 2 times. So you see, we got an S rank, that's good. So, we are going back to the mission menu, and we are gonna replay the very first mission one more time. We're doing it because we need to get a specific move called Charge Shot. And we don't need the regular Charge Shot, we need Charge Shot level 3. Because the difference between Charge Shot level 1 and Charge Shot level 3 is kind of tremendous. And we need to fix that nonsense. So that's why we have to, only on this difficulty, we have to replay this very first mission 2 times in a row. If you are playing as Virgil or as Lady or Trish, you can play the second mission like a little bit, then restart the mission to get the very same amount of things. So for now, because we got 2 S ranks in a row, we can buy, again, Charge Shot 3. It's very important, and I'll show you just in a second why. So we're not gonna stop anywhere else, just to farm like this, so pretty much we are on speedrun mode now. And something went wrong because, well, I cannot buy Charge Shot level 3. That's a problem. That's a very big problem. Because technically, running mission 1 2 times gives you enough orbs to buy Charge Shot 3. But for some reason, something went wrong. Something definitely went wrong. It's probably my problem. So, yeah, it's kind of a problem when this happens. So, yeah. in my PvP, I farmed this mission twice, and nothing really happened that much. I never really kind of routed this category properly, so like, I mean, I did it. But, well, people did not show a lot of interest in running this category, so I just, well, whatever, do whatever you want, guys. And, well, we just stopped here. But in reality, I just wanted to show that the final level result that we get here is actually not only based off how much damage you do, how much style you do, or how much orbs you do, like, only. The game just takes all of it together and gives you a reward based on the Proud Souls, which we'll be using a lot to buy new abilities like streak, charge shots, and all of that. So yeah, a little hiccup on my side, but we'll get going. That's fine. Okay.
Is the reward lowered the more often you try a mission?
Nah, it does not matter at all. So, for safety reasons, we are taking this beautiful golden orb. Golden orb allows us to revive our character once per usage of this item. So whenever we'll die, we'll get like another shot, and we will use that in some difficult rooms. And so, welcome to new Legendary Dark Knight, my comrades, or the place where you like don't really want to be stuck on for longer than one playthrough. So, as you can see, rooms right now are very crowded. There is a lot of enemies around, and we are using a lot of stuff to both stay at the maximum safest range we can allow us to be, while trying to make like some damage to the enemies. So, what I want to do here is I want to use my charge shot against the heavy enemies like these Angelos, while using my charge shot to crowd control the rest of this room. So, for this speedrun, because we have a lot of enemies around, that means that we have a lot of red orbs. Red orbs is another currency for this game, for this run, call it whatever. And we can use that to buy some items, like consumable ones. So, Proud Souls can be used to buy abilities, while red orbs can be used to buy consumables. So, because there is a lot of enemies around, it's not that easy to guess that we can easily get into a situation where we'll get crowded. So, to avoid these situations, we want to figure out where we can stand and where we cannot stand. So, like, sort of, like, efficiency sort of behavior we have to do. So, because of that, a lot of enemies that we'll be fighting now are... Oh, well, that's bad. So, a lot of enemies that we'll be fighting will be fought with this, like, I don't know, approach in mind. We want to be not that far away from the enemies, but we also want to get as much damage as possible. So, because of that, we want to position ourselves again in a way that we can damage all of the enemies at once. Because Charge Shot deals AoE damage and not like single strike, kind of like single hit attack, we can use both of these properties, like both of these approaches, to basically figure out what gives us the most, I don't know, the most safest way to deal damage while not dying at the same time, because the enemies on this difficulty deal a lot more damage than they do on regular playthrough, and they kind of they have much more health. And you can easily see that kind of mechanic phenomenon, like difficulty increase, by entering this beautiful customs house, which are gonna feature one of the safest, I don't know, strats in this game. So, not that far ago, not that long ago, we picked an item called Evil Legacy. So, Evil Legacy allows us to pull enemies like this. By combining Evil Legacy and an attack called Buster, which is tied to our weapon called Devil Bringer, we can easily stay up into the air and shot the enemies very far from the ground. So because these enemies called Scarecrows are kind of tanky, because there's all of them at the same time, we gotta kill them by using this strat, otherwise they'll easily like combo us, and well, there's nothing we will do. So yeah, extremely safe strat, but it makes wonders on this beautiful difficulty. So yeah, pretty much that's it. So yeah, these are switches. They kind of unlock specific parts of this level, some sort of puzzles-ish. So nothing really much to care about. So, we are slowly coming to our first boss, real boss in this game, called Burial. In fact, this is a fire pony that that kills a lot of speedruns for the main category of this game, which is called Devil Hunter New Game, or like New Game Devil Hunter, whatever. The problem with this boss is that it has a lot of attacks, and these attacks are bound to the location you're in. So depending on your location, this boss can make either good attacks or bad attacks. I found a cycle, a specific one, that allows us to take a very risky jump, this one, and dodge his first attack. Then he'll be spinning, and whenever he spins, he gives us a lot of time to actually deal him a lot of damage. So if you've done everything right, he'll execute this beautiful attack called Inferno. So we want him to execute Inferno at the points where we cannot either dodge the attacks by using rolls or whenever we can like deal damage properly, either via charge shots or whenever it is. Second Inferno coming in right now. So Will standing right here to bait his attack, then jump to one of his sides and get this unfortunate well, uppercut, which has little to no startup, and like the active frames of this attack is very big, and well, there's nothing you can do to actually counter this attack, like seriously. So yeah, kind of finishing Burial with a specific attack called Buster, which you can again do by tapping Buster against some weakened bosses like this. And we'll be finishing this boss with well, with some attacks like this one. So yeah, it's not the hardest boss in the game, but it's the first barrier people have to cross to actually speedrun this game. So it's kind of difficult to fight this boss without getting hit. So yeah, this is mission 2, kind of done very fast. So after clearing the second mission of the game, we get a lot of very like a lot of things we can buy, and one of those things we'll buy is get more orbs and air hike. These two tricks will allow us to give me a minute. Okay, like this. These two abilities will allow us to get an additional jump, and we'll get a lot more orbs by killing the enemies. Not like much more orbs, but in, well, to be exact, we'll get a lot of range pickup. So basically, whenever an enemy dies, his orbs will be automatically transferred to us without any like problems. So we farmed this beautiful red crystal because we need a little bit more red orbs. And prior to this mission, we bought some blue orbs. We are gonna need 2 blue orbs to compensate for this difficulty being hard for us. So yeah, we just bought some little HP. And we're coming to another hard room in this run, which is full of new enemies called Frosts. They're resistant to the damage, they are very hard to kill, but using Shot Shot and a specific mechanic called Exceed that I've been using for I don't know how much, but since the start of this run, it became much easier to kill them and to clear them out properly. So I think I'll explain what Exceed actually does. So Exceed is a mechanic that allows us to charge up our sword up to 3 times, depending on how much upgrades you bought for the sword. And whenever you charge your attack, the next attack becomes like stronger, much stronger. We can use that to deal a lot more damage in like any way, and we're gonna use that to actually no wait, it's a bit too early. So and we're gonna use that to basically amplify our damage by like a half. It's not by much, but still it's something. So yeah, as you can see, there is a lot of enemies crowding me around, and it's very hard to kind of not die here, and we just died. Wow. Let's use Gold Orb. Again, it happens much often on this difficulty because we don't have neither good ways to clear these frosts or, well, do anything that we can kind of easier. Make this fight much easier. So yeah, it's one of the fights you are gonna use Gold Orb on if the frost won't give you a lot of, like, good patterns, like the one I get right now, for example. So yeah, there's 2 frosts remaining, and, well, they are not being that much friendly to me because they're still kind of blinking and shooting at their icicles at me. And they post my beautiful exit explanation, so that's a little bit hard to figure out how to get going. So yep, it's hard. So back to exceeds. So exceeds as mechanic, it requires you to know every single timing of every single attack in this game while we are playing as Nero, because the way exceed works goes like this. So there is an attack. After you hit the enemy, there is, I don't know, kind of a window. If you hit this window 1 frame after the hit connects, then you get 3 bars back of exceed. If you hit this beautiful window like later, then you'll get only 1 charge. And if you get the hit very late, exceed tap extremely late, then you will get nothing, and well, you lose, and well, the game will say good day to you. So yeah, in speedrunning this game, it's very important to hit those exceed timings, because despite they probably not as flashy as I know, as much of the technical, let's say, tricks that exist in any other games, consistently getting those exceeds is very hard, and it takes a lot of time to master those. So yeah. So here I'm combining my AoE properties of the attacks to get those gladiuses, those flying, blades, as fast as possible. And if we hit these gladiuses while they are glowing yellow and charging up their attack, we can instantly kill them without like any problems like this. So yeah, basically we're gonna combine both of these to get our run going on. Well, this enemy is being not friendly to me, so that's not good. And we're coming to the very first skip. This skip features inertia, and there is another way we can do it, because we're playing technically on New Game Plus. So rotate to the left, to the right, and well, just jump it up. On easy summary run, I've used a different version of the skip that uses charge shot inertia. But if you have Caliber bot, you can easily do the version of the skip I've done right now. The way this skip kind of works is that you have to execute a specific tech called slide, which is pretty easy thing to get a grasp on, because all you have to do is to use one of the dash-based moves like Stinger, Rapid Slash, Stinger, like whatever it is, and you got to time it, kind of. Not time it. You gotta line it up against the edge of any platform, like the one I've launched myself from. So if you do it correctly, your character will be launched forward, and by doing this, we can kind of get a lot of distance and a lot of speed. But this speed can be also kind of converted by anything else, so that's why we have to rotate our character by tapping melee at the opposite direction. And well, that's how we are getting the skip kind of properly. We got the holy water by using snatch there. It's nothing that big to be to care about, but still, it's one of the few holy waters that exists in this run that you don't have to buy. So yeah, so an area with a lot of gladiuses, but we can use frost and well, wind him up so hard that he'll try to destroy as much things as possible, and the rest we can use our exceeds and charge shots to get clear of the rest of the enemies. Right now you can see me not using any exceeds because in some situations it's very important to not getting any exceeds for safety reasons, an example. So that's why at the very start of this fight I referred to not using any exceeds to using all the exceeds I can. Because I need to control frost, I need to control a little bit more enemies, so all of this has a lot of input on what you have to do. And there's a lot of decisions I'm doing pretty much simultaneously. So the harder the game gets, the more decisions you have to make pretty much. So yeah, final room of this mission, which features a lot of these enemies called Angelos. We've met them in mission 2 already, but their first official like appearance happens in this mission. So yeah, so I want to kill Angelos in pretty much in the air because I can get them through my through my trick called roulette spin. That's pretty much an advanced air combo, and all of this allows me to kind of get a lot of cool stuff going on. As you see, like, they are dying very easily without any much hassle. Thank you, Gyroblade, for blocking my attacks. So yeah, finishing them off, and kind of that's it for this mission. Nice. So we're gonna have a little bit more time buying some stuff. So if you have any donations, it's perfect time to read them. Well, if you have any, so yeah. So
Sadly, we don't. But this is a reminder for you all, guys. Donate if you want to donate. There's still a lot of incentives that need to be met.
okay, so we did not buy anything right now because there is a shop outside this beautiful wall. And welcome to the Gyroblade world, which are the Beyblades of this game. So these Beyblades are the reason nobody really wants to run this game that much, because these Gyroblades are very random. They kind of make a lot of hustle out of nowhere, and it's very easy to throw even a good run, well, because of these Gyroblades. What they do is that they damage anything that comes in their way, and we gotta escort some of these enemies towards their spots. And well, we're gonna do like 5 Gyroblades total in this run. 4 of them will be located in this mission, and the last one in mission 7 is gonna be probably the most random one, because there's gonna be a lot of enemies that we gotta fight. So yeah, for now on, let's just figure out what do we do next. So what do we do next? That's a very important question. We have to do a specific setup here that allows us to skip a specific part of the next level. So that's why we're gonna destroy this beautiful coffin. By destroying this beautiful coffin, we're skipping sort of a harder way to set up this Gyroblade in the next mission, so it's much easier and much faster to just set it up here. So these are sort of a puzzle that we have to solve. So here you see like 4 seals that you have to put your Gyroblades on. But these two Gyroblades that stand at the very center, they have a specific IDs, some sort of like specific names. So the one I pulled off is called, I don't know, Boris. So Boris is a shy guy. He likes to go and grab his friend and then, I don't know, drink some beer without his friend. So yeah, let's grab his friend and show his friend that drinking beer is not fine. So we grabbed his friend and we put him into the seal here at the very center with Sergey. So his friend and Sergey are gonna have a good time, while Boris, because he likes to drink some beer, will not have a good time. So here, what we've done here is a very kind of strange way to manipulate these I don't know, Gyroblades. And this beautiful manip will allow us to, well, to style a little bit later. Because in reality what we've just done is we've saved a lot of time by, well... Oh no, this is kind of not good. Or actually, well, it is. So, what we've done here is that we've used this Gyroblade to store a new location for this Gyroblade. And the Boris Gyroblade that we've left behind has its location saved by the game. So it's like predetermined, sort of. So by combining both of these facts, we can easily like move one of the Gyroblades to the end of this level to the seal, and leave one of them behind. Because whenever we'll get out of this room, we will get the 3 Gyroblades back. But hey, Mecha, you've just said that there is only 2 Gyroblades. Well, you should have been listening to my explanation a little bit patiently, and like, you had to focus on my commentary, because my commentary is top-notch. per hit. So yeah, the gyro blade that we've left behind is basically back on the seal we took it from. And so there's a gyro blade, tons of Angelos. You can already see that this difficulty is definitely not was not meant to be played seriously, and definitely not by character we are playing right now called Nero. So we'll be using this gyro blade to damage all of the Angelos we have right now here, to kind of make it better for everyone. So this blitz here, it kind of deals a lot of damage, and we don't want this blitz to hit us at all. So we got a very lucky gyro blade bounce, so we are gonna, I think, figure it out to the rest of this level, like this. So we gonna put this gyro blade around here, charge it up a little, and this gyro blade will be put very close to the end of this, I don't know, kind of slow section. And we're gonna use this gyro blade to advance back to the very start of this level, back to the whole kind of room-ish thingy where we took our first gyro blade from. So let's charge our sword to the level 3 and fight probably one of the hardest bosses in the entire run, called Bale. So Bale is kind of random, and whenever I say random, you gotta believe me that it is. So we gotta hit this, these beautiful, I don't know what it is, beautiful ladies, a lot of times, so these ladies won't get aggravated by your presence here. And this beautiful frog, well, it's not being very friendly to us, but if we can handle a lot of things going on with this frog, we can literally grab it, while using your charge shot to deal even more damage. And we can use caliber attacks to deal even more damage, because this boss gets a lot more damage if you hit him inside his mouth, so his frontal side gets a lot more damage than his other sides, so like this. So that's mission 5 for you. Seems very nice, I think. So let's continue. In mission 5, what we gotta buy is a little bit more holy waters, and we gotta buy, I think, no, this is not good, I think I'm gonna buy Snatch 3 just for safety, and I'm gonna buy Max Act. Max Act allows us to get all 3 charges from the sword by using a frame perfect attack to get our sword charged to the maximum level. So let's wait for Faust spawn a little bit. Let's shoot one of them like this, and then wait a second. This is fine. And then jump very close to the end of this level and use holy water. So by combining all of these, we are able to... Yo, dude, what the heck? I screwed up a little bit. It happens. Just relax. Nothing happened really, so, again, it happens. So, there is a strat we can do called Snatch Cancelling, which requires a very precise mashing and, yeah, it's probably a mashing technique, that allows us to utilize both jump cancels and Snatch to quickly get rid of the Faust's and Mephisto's cloaks. So, you can do that by combining, by being very close to the, to either Mephisto or Faust, and, well... Oi. Oi. Nice. So here, we're dropped into the well full of skill, and what we gotta do here is that we gotta hit these enemies while trying to get as much max axe as possible. So as I said earlier, getting max axe requires a frame perfect input, so whenever frame perfect gets occurred, you can see there is like a red-ish kind of counter at my left side of the hood. So whenever it happens, I get not 1 or like 0 red, I don't know, counters, but all 3 of them at the same time. So yeah, as you can see, I'm getting a lot of 1 of these at most of the time, because the basic damage bonus that you get for executing like basic exceed attacks, it's capped on 1 charge. But the special attacks like Streak, Caliber, etc., they're capped at 3 charges. So whenever you want to do like a very, I don't know, complicated attack like Caliber or, I don't know, Streak like this, you gotta hit like max attack prior to that if you want to get like maximum damage. And if you want to use like just regular attacks to get it working, you don't need this at all. So yeah, again, something about decision making about this game, and it clearly shows up that the game has a lot of variety, and this is pretty much the reason, in example, I speedrun this game, because, well, variety. So yeah, these are Angelos, and these are kind of more Angelos. I don't like either of those, so how about we wait a little bit for another spawn of assaults, and we're just gonna use one more holy water. So that allows us to clear the entire room without any problems. We're gonna wait here to grab the rest of the red orbs, and that's mission 5 for you. Seems easy, you think, because, oh my god, this guy uses items. But in reality, if I wouldn't be using items, well, nothing would be changed. The run would be, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes longer than it should be. So, I'll grab another little star here, just for the safety reasons, as I said earlier. And here, we are gonna play a little bit of dice games here. So dice games in this game are very fun, sort of. But we found a way to manipulate the amount of, I don't know. Let's say we found a way to manipulate the cube to give us the number we want, like this. And we're gonna use that just a little bit later, after this specific room with a lot of fishes. So these fishes are called cutlasses, and cutlasses are not fun to play or fight against. So how about we are gonna try to like find a lot of cutlasses and kill them at the same time by using our shot strats. You might think, yo, this is very easy because like you have shot shots mecha. You are probably cheating. But in reality, charge shots don't help that much against these enemies because, well, these enemies are very hard to kill in, like, even in a casual playthrough. Even though you fight them as Dante and you never encounter them as Nero besides, like, one room at mission 6, it's, like, still, like, an enemy to well, like, to get all of your brain cells away. So yeah. We're gonna do a little bit more attacks against this enemy, and the very last one enemy that we have here, we want to kill it at the air, or like at least try to kill him at the air, and well, just finish him with a charge shot, like this. So, dice games. To clear the dice game properly, you gotta be hitting the very top of the dice game cube while there is a number in it. So like, if there is a 5 at the very top of the dice game cube, this one, and I'm hitting it with my sword or like with my buster, then I'm gonna get that specific number. That's it. Nothing hard, nothing easy. So there's nothing to be happening here, so I'm just gonna take a little bit safety break and eat this beautiful rest of the cucumber. So, this is pretty much the dice game. And pretty much we're coming to the probably one of the worst bosses in the entire series, called Agnes Window. So Agnes Window is basically, well, a window. How do you kill a window, you might ask? Well, have you tried launching the swords on it? I didn't, Mecha. What could I've done without you? But well, yeah, this is very boring boss fight in like any cases, so don't mind me. I'm just trying to kill this boss like somewhat fast. To kill this boss fast, you gotta be standing at a very specific point of this room, and hoping that all of the blades you'll be touching will not like break your attacks in the first place. So to do that, don't mind me. You gotta be standing again in a very specific point of this room and trying to hit all the blades with your snatch while still standing in the air and crowd controlling the rest of the blades by using your charge shot. So like, I'm doing it as you might see already with a lot of the attacks I'm doing right now. So yes, it's very hard to do, and it's much harder to do without having your second jump on. So, but because we have second jump in both this difficulty and the rest of the runs, so like it gets a little bit easier to get this boss going on, like even without advanced strats that you can do. So yeah, well, that's it. Not the hardest boss, but one of the most bleh one. So let's continue. So first of all, we gotta grab Yamato. Yamato is a sword that allows us to use an ability called Devil Trigger. So Devil Trigger is an ability that allows us to get very triggered at something. So like, are you triggered that, well, your run did not get through the cuts? It's the time to use your Devil Trigger. So yeah, and well, in reality, Devil Trigger allows us to, let's say, to buff your damage a lot. So imagine it as a free damage boost. Sort of. More AoE damage, more damage in general, some health regeneration, and for Neuro situation, it also gives us a lot of invul frames, so we can use that like to the maximum. Abuse invul frames to the maximum to get maximum amount of Baljosh in our speedrun. So using a little bit of sliding here just to get some maximum Baljosh. So here it's a very big room with a lot of enemies. We're gonna try to launch one of these enemies up into the air and try to kill one of them at least somehow by using our charge shot, or better if we'll be killing them with using a roulette spins. But in reality, neither of those can happen. So yeah, that's why we waited for these 3 Alpha Knights to come, and we are just gonna kill them up like this. Goodbye. We received a lot. Goodbye. We received a lot of orbs, and that's a very good sign. And well, this is pretty much mission 6 for you. Because right now we're going back to the to the castle, and we are gonna step up to the new zone. And because there is nothing to be happening, we have a little bit more time for more donations, maybe.
I wish, Pepper Hens, but this is a good time to remind everyone that we are collecting money for Save the Children. If you don't know what Save the I can't speak today. If you want to know what Save the Children is, Save the Children is man, I'm losing words right now. I have a blackout. Don't mind me. It's yeah. Let me catch my words. All that aside, how many hours do you have in this game?
That's a very interesting question. I have jump off the, let's say, at the point of Calibur to skip the fight, and a very boring and hard platforming session. Everyone gets pissed about this game a lot. So yeah, yo, can I get the trigger? Thank you. So now there's a lot of Chimera enemies that are still not latched to anyone. Let's use an attack called Maximum Bet to launch this beautiful shockwave that deals a lot of damage. So, because there's a lot of enemies, and Chimera one in fact, they can infect all other enemies, like this. And this is a very big problem because, well, kind of, you see there is a lot of enemies, so I'm not in the mood to fight them, so let's just clear them with the holy water. Like this. That's it. So you might have guessed already. So I'm using holy waters not in every single room because I want to clear only the packs that I can potentially clear without like getting a very big amount of risks during the run. So an example, this specific room with a lot of enemies, with like the gyro blade one, it's a little bit of a pain. So I'm not trying to. Nay, actually. Wait, no, yeah, this is fine. So I'm not gonna try to clear it out completely. I'm just gonna try to make Gyroblade go the way I want it to go. Like this. So we here just got a very good Gyroblade pattern, to be honest, given Gyroblade's auto-lock to the enemies in general. So, that's why, well, we just got lucky. Nice. So, following up, we have a boss called Echidna. She's the creator of these seeds that you can probably see during this entire level. And we gotta kill her in a very specific way. So first of all, charge shot, then streak and caliber. And then let's use a mechanical jump cancelling to cancel our attacks to get maximum amount of baldeage from her. So we just got a lot of actually wait a second. So kind of we can use showdown here, but because well, I don't have Del Trigger stars, I'm just gonna use an attack called Buster once again to deal a little bit more damage and finish Echidna by using a 2-cycle strat. Technically you can kill her in 1 cycle if done properly, but again, I did mistakes, so well, 2 cycles of shame. Like this. Seems easy enough, but in fact, in reality, getting consistently these exceeded attacks throughout the run that lasts at best 1 hour, it's still a very, very hard to do, trust me. Despite I made a little bit of resources for people to get started with, well, there is not that much amount of runners, and my run in this category is still the only one that still like stands untouched at all. So let's buy a little bit more items because we need them a lot. So what we're gonna do is that we're gonna clear this entire mission without getting hopefully any damage, and we're gonna fight a probably one of the best bosses in the entire series called Credo. So to kill Credo, you gotta get a really big brain amount of strength and wisdom. So yeah, there's a thing called single Credo, which results you getting a perfect Credo kill without him hitting you at all. And there is a beautiful incentive for Gods Must Die Credo. So if you like the Credo fight that I'll show like just in a minute, be sure to donate to the demonstration of this beautiful boss fight on the hardest difficulty in this game called Gods Must Die. So here, there's a lot of assaults that I don't really want to fight that much, so that's why I'm gonna stay in the air for as much as I probably can by using an attack called Roulette Spin and using my additional jumps to... Actually, wait a second. No Holy Waters, I think. I can handle it. So yeah, here is an angel... not an angel, an enemy called Blitz. This one, yellow guy here. And Blitz's real name is Bakit. So I don't know why he's called Bakit, but rumors say that only the god gamers can beat Bakit without getting hit themselves. So yeah, this enemy blinks a lot, kills a lot of runs, and well, is not welcoming to new players in general. So what I want him to do is that I want him to stay at a specific spot, like this one, while also waiting for a little bit. So after I got his shield getting down, I'm gonna use Split, Streak, and then hopefully, well, I'm just gonna, well, kill him while he's not that enraged yet. Like this. Because whenever Blitz turns red, his attack becomes much more harder to dodge. They are becoming much quicker, much more chaotic, and it just becomes a very big pain to deal with. On top of that, he has sort of a super attack where he grabs you, and if you don't have Devil Trigger to get free of his grasp, there is no way you can like cancel this attack. So, welcome to the Lost Woods. Lost Woods have a very interesting puzzle, which people usually play a guessing game at, but in reality there's a very easy solution called, yo, do you actually read what signs tell you? Like, look, this gentle forest, yet who tread her unkindly will fall into the darkness. Those do not wish for darkness should seek the light, for if not, all things will go in vain. So, let's take a look at our big brain strats. So, if there is a shadow falling from the other side of this beautiful pillar at the very center, then at the other side there is light. So, if we apply this beautiful God Gamer logic, we can guess that if we'll go at the opposite direction of the darkness of that pillar, we'll eventually get to the light. So the solution of this puzzle is that whenever there is a shadow falling at any side, go to the opposite side of this shadow and you'll get out of this forest in no time. Welcome to the Credo fight. And I'm just gonna be silent for a little while because this boss is actually pretty hard to fight. I should be fine. Nice. Nice. So launch 1-2 caliber. finally got spear. Because there is no time to parry the spear, I'm just gonna grab him a little and start my showdown like this. This way, I'm gonna get the maximum amount of damage possible, and I'm just gonna put a charge shot in the middle. Great. We got a single credo. I'm not gonna do a very long animation like kill here, so I'm just gonna skip it because I dealt a lot of damage. That's the perfect credo. Do you know what people do when this happens? They do something very quick, something to show their domination to the casuals. When something casual don't know, speedrunner does know. So, let's get one more extra star and continue our beautiful speedrun. So, in this zone, we found a skip that was earlier found by a player called Lost Feeder, which allows us to skip this fight here. But because this skip is only possible as Virgil, there is nothing you can do. And well, that's a little bit of a problem. So here, I want to wait for these enemies to give me an attack called the ball. So let's hope they'll give me my ball. To get it faster, we got a scream: give me the ball, 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 screw you. I need your ball, trust me. Your ball is great. Wait, what's that? Oh, yeah, that's good. So whenever assaults are getting spawned, we're just gonna use Hoyoder like this and get ult Forbes. If we would have gotten an orb, we would have, let's say, I don't know, we would get a lot more orbs. So it's not like kind of Zelda-ish, kind of orb spam. It's kind of more of a skill. Mecha, give us more skill. We need more skill to play with. So that's why, again, give me the ball if possible. Comrade, I need you to give me the ball. Give me the ball, 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 where are you? Give me the ball, 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 yo, dude, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball, please, I'll give you your speedrun if you'll give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball. That's not a ball, that's some bullshit. So, I did not get the ball, still no ball. That's not good. So the ball formation can only be done if there is at least two Angelos standing at the very same room. But because we don't have the ball, it's very bad. I'm afraid we are gonna take safety strats. For those who don't know me, I don't use any safety strats in my run. That's why they're crazy, like truly crazy runs with truly crazy strats. So yeah, and it's yo, I'm gonna give you one more chance. Give me the ball. Yo, dude, give me the ball, or I'm gonna kill you. Give me the ball, please. Give me the ball. Dude, like, ball! What a lazy piece of nuggets. So, because he did not get the ball, we gotta figure out how to kill the rest of the enemies without the ball. That's a very interesting quest for us to handle. But in reality, this quest easily gets passed if we'll do some throw the sword strats, like this. Easy. So, because he did not have a very good ball, we're just gonna, let's say, do some cool stuff. So, there is a skip you can do here. The skip will break your minds. And, well, just trust me. I know what I'm telling ya. Trust me. The skip will literally break you down. So, wrong one. It's very hard skip to do. It's like extremely hard skip to do. Okay, we can continue. So we've used the inertia from our attacks to basically skip a very long fight. And I'm gonna use the inertia of Little Stars to get me up and going. Yo, dude, So, I don't have gold orbs at all, so I'm gonna just take some precaution measures, you know, how this goes. It's not a safety strat, don't mind me, I'm just doing whatever I want to not get overestimate, so like, not a safety strat, definitely not a safety strat. If you've been told that I've been using safety strats, that people might be wrong, because I'm not using any safety strats. No safety strats, like, guys, do you trust me or not? I'm not using any safety strats. Nay, screw you. Screw you too. So, pretty much, that's the Frost being ripped. So, the next fight we'll take is the fight against Assaults and a Blitz. So, Assaults are very easy to kill in this room because we can do a cycle that pretty much works in New Game. So, jump, use a very kind of positioned, well-positioned attack of Split, and just kill a lot of these enemies at the same time. Then we'll do this beautiful thing to get Blitz instantly deckload. Then we're just gonna buster him and use just a little bit more attacks to pretty much kill him like this. That's all. Very fast room, very fast elevator. Everything goes like so well, you might not imagine how good this game is. So, Agnus boss fight. Shot, 2 attacks, Caliber, and just keep spamming 1 to 3s until like you're ready to go. So we're doing 1 to 3s because 1 to 3s have like probably the best damage and speed ratio. So whenever we can do it, well, we have to do it. Otherwise, we can just do like a lot of calibers like this, and still be very fine. But sometimes caliber is not fine, so yeah, takes a lot of time to figure out what's better and what not. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna buster this beautiful boss here, because there is a very huge chance that I won't kill this boss by the next, let's say, by the next cycle. So yeah, this is kind of a better idea to just grab him and kill him. Brutal. So, what we can do next, you might ask me, and I have a very easy solution for you. Let's buy and drink some more holy waters, because like holy waters are, you might have already see, they are very important to the run. So here, I want to do a frame perfect attack with max act to get a very easy max act out of it, to set up this beautiful fight here. So here, because the enemy fell down straight into pit of madness with no skill involved, so I'm gonna use some snatch cancelling here, so I can get all of the enemies being killed very easily like this, while also trying to like get the rest of the enemies going on the way I want them to go. Can I get chap? No, I can't chap. So let's try to do it a little bit more. Again, you can see me using enemy step, which is basically the jump cancel, to pretty much get rid of the enemies like this. So there is 2 enemies left, and I think I'll charge shot this one while pulling this one to kill him. And this enemy will do an attack. We manipulated him a bit. So let's do a caliber attack, then pull him up, then drag him down with a split, and that's how we clear them. So, more swag strats incoming. You're not supposed to clear this section without activating a specific box with lasers, but I found a very cool strat, as you can see right now, which allows us to like do a lot of cool stuff in general. So, get a max act just for the meme safety. So, grab this hidden cache of orbs again, because why not? Use max act at streak 3 to get there, and let's tap the button to activate this beautiful thingy. And let's come to the another skip we have here. So the skip I'll be doing here is based off the inertia that we have, that I have explained already. So, but because you didn't saw a real application of inertia in this run, because I didn't show you mission 3 skip, well, I'm just gonna show you the skip and then explain how it is possible to clear this. So first of all, we're gonna need max act and a pretty precise setup, and then we'll do this. So, like this. So, you might have wondered, how does it work? The problem is, to get the skip working, you gotta learn the power of inertia onto your mind and your soul. In reality, the skip pretty much utilizes the fact that we can conserve our inertia by using some inertia creating moves like charge shot and some, let's say, anchor moves like red queen combo A that I've just done right now. So by combining both of these, let's say, moves, we can easily get through this section. And we can fight Dante from Devil May Cry series once again. So, grab him up into the air, grab him again, and wait until he steps up back. Wait until he attacks and use charge shot 3. Wait until he jumps backwards. And wait until he jumps backwards again. Hit him up with 2. They'll trigger the attacks again. Wait until he wakes up. And then just finish him up with this beautiful cycle. Perfect Dante. This deserves a PogChamp in my chat. In my beautiful chat of SpeedCon Marathon. So yeah. Let's see. The Ninth Circle. The final mission of Nero's, let's say, game cycle. And even on this mission we can do a very kind of... It's not the easiest skip to do, but it gets easier once you got to figure out what timings are. Like this. Getting max act here is not that important, but it gets like slightly bit easier if you get max act at some different spot of this level. So yeah, moving upwards, we skip just a fight, or let's say 2 fights, and we are ready to go to get some more balls. Do you like balls? I like balls. Not the balls with, well, let's say with chocolate, but I like, I don't know, the balls of steel, because the bigger your balls of steel are, the better you'll feel about your run. At least, like, that's my idea. So here, we have a lot of enemies, and we don't want to really be kind of hitting anything else. So how about we just gonna use another holy water. Like this. And then skip to quick cutscenes and get a slide, use a second jump, and then wait a bit until we are getting this beautiful caliber. And we are ready to fight the final boss of this game, called Sanctus. So Sanctus basically wants to rule the world with this beautiful statue on his background, called the Savior. And we kind of don't believe in his bullshit, so that's why we're gonna beat this this guy for not staying home during this beautiful, well, time of staying home. So here, I don't want him to do anything else besides just falling down. So that's why I'm gonna manipulate his cycle in a way that I want him to behave. So I'm gonna use some charge shots and some calibers, then launch him back into the air, and keep using my roulette spins until pretty much he's dead, like this. So then he won't have a lot of HP remaining, and that will allow me to wait until one of his attacks to use one more caliber onto his face to get a cutscene. So inside this cutscene we can parry this beautiful Hand of Savior and finally start beating up this beautiful boss for not staying home! Or well, okay, whatever. Time's coming up soon, by the way, so get ready, my comrades. You won't... Okay, whatever, we'll do it your way. So, let's parry this attack as well. Like this. Launch the enemy into the air. And just do a buster. Time's coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Time. Congratulations! 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 Congratulazione! Congratulations! Congratulations! So, this was a big debate because our run is not over. In fact, we are continuing our speedrun, but switching the characters from Nero to Dante. So
You just debated me so hard.
yeah, I did. Did you actually stop the timer?
I don't know.
Well,
it was
well.
like, wait, what?
Well, did you stop the timer or you did not? That's a very...
I'm checking tech. 1 second.
Oh, so it's a 50-50% chance to debate the tech of the SpeedCon. Just imagine, guys, how great this run is. So immersive, much wow, such wow. So, we are playing Dante. Dante has 4, well, actually 5 styles, which are called Trickster, Gunslinger, Royal Guard, and Swordmaster. So we're gonna be using all of those styles in this entire run by, well, doing some stuff that will look cool or like not that cool sometimes. But trust me, whenever something will cool happen, I'll get you know, so you won't miss anything. Just imagine, not missing anything, just PogChamp worthy. So, prior to selecting Dante, we learned a lot of, let's say, moves that Dante has by selecting an auto skill up option that basically like allows us to learn a lot of skills at the same time by picking up some like newbie combinations. But because we have so much orbs and proud souls, we can just literally tap this button and anything will go fine. So each of the styles Dante have corresponds to the specific style of the play we have. So Trickster refers to the dodgy kind of part of things. So Trickster has air dash, teleporting, and like other cool stuff like this. Swordmaster allows us to deal more damage by using some advanced techniques with our weapons, melee ones. Gunslinger is the same stuff as the Swordmaster, but for the ranged weapons. And Royal Guard is the style for guarding the enemy attacks, for parries, for invulnerability. What the heck are you two doing? Just die. Yo, dude, I would really prefer if you'd stay dead. Thank you. So, let's go next.
So I have confirmation that we actually stopped the timer. It's running again.
PogChamp!
Actual debate?
Like actual debating at the SpeedCon. Nice. The first time I've done that was on a marathon called Theme-a-thon, which is run by Jugachi and Lord Mouse. Two very good guys, you know. Check them out as well.
I know them, they are very cool people.
Yeah, they run their own marathon called Theme-a-thon. So yeah, definitely check them out. So yeah, and they were kind of debated too by this run, despite I did much more cool stuff then, and I'm not doing it right now. So yeah, doesn't matter. You guys are the third marathon I've debated, so +1, PogChamp. So yeah, what do we have here is some truly meme moment, because right now I'm gonna do something I've done at ESA speedrun, and people were not, let's say, happy about that, but SpeedCon is a way to flex, to show your mad skills, so let's see if I can do that. Actually I have more health. I don't have a health! Oh no, no! Вот как-то так. Okay, that's not good at all, because we gotta fight Fosts again. Thankfully, Fosts are not, let's say, not bigger mega scarecrows, so it happens like a lot of times out of 10, so this is fine, trust me, guys. Did I ever lie to you? I did not, so like, just trust me, guys. Okay, so because we wanted to style on this marathon so hard, so you guys will be impressed by the skills, we just died. Just dying on a marathon to impress people. That's like a top-notch dedication, in my opinion. And do you know what is not a top-notch dedication? Is dying by these Fausts, because I did nothing, like, right now, to get this bad fate. So, let's try it again, shall we? This time it will all be different, because we'll be doing it slightly differently. So first of all, let's get a little bit of HP here, and let's start with... Okay, I can't risk it. I'm gonna eat one more star. Oh no! Yeah. Okay, well, rip strats, then nothing I can do. Sorry, I've tried to impress you, Mr. SpeedCon chat. Sorry for not being... sorry for being bad at royal guarding. It's actually pretty hard to consistently royal guard these lasers for, because their hitbox is a bit wonky. So yeah, let's just try to not die by these Angelos. We're just gonna use overdrive a little bit. So overdrive is an attack that deals a lot of damage in a line. So by doing this attack, we can clear this Angelos and hopefully not die in the meantime. So yeah, let's use some Helm Breakers as well. And while there's nothing pretty much happening now, let's just casually dodge a death from this Angelo and use Prop Shredder to set up a little bit better kill on this guy. Boom. 2 buck shots from the front, and by doing this we're gonna grab a little bit more stuff. So there is 2 Angelos, and 2 of them can give us ball, and we got the ball. What the fuck? So we got the ball, but it did not got the ball because what the... nay, that's not good. Yo guys, can you give me another ball? Your old ball was not good. Actually, whatever. Let's use one more holy water. So for some reason I deflected the ball, but the ball did not have any effect. So that's kind of not good, because the ball allows us to instantly kill every single enemy in the room. So that's not good. Trust me. So we'll be moving on to the mission 13 now, and mission 13 is a mission we'll be getting our next weapon called Gilgamesh. So Gilgamesh in this game is, let's say, a kind of gauntlet. I don't know. It's a gauntlet type weapon. So taking your gauntlets, like your Hulk gauntlets, like this, like нажимайте, and we'll be using this weapon for pretty much the rest of the run. Because this weapon is really strong, and I'm gonna explain a little bit further in the run. But from now on, let's talk hello to Bakit and get this casual perfect block, which does not require a perfect one, like, not really one frame, but still very precise, way of tapping this beautiful thing. And here we're gonna use Devil Trigger Prop, because it deals a lot of damage to these enemies called Assaults, in case if you forgot. And the rest of these enemies are kind of chimered, want to launch themselves onto these Assaults. And if they do, they have their heals sort of regenerated. So this basically, I used healing. I don't like healing. Healing is for babies, like safety strats. So that's why I'm not using any safety strats, 0 safety strats %. So yeah. Okay, let's go. So here, let's try to manipulate the enemies in a way that all of them will be spawning at the middle or be falling in the middle, and we can use that to quickly kill those kind of enemies here at this beautiful pit. While doing so, we can charge up our shotgun to allow us to get some other cool stuff going on, like this. And so, whenever enemies will be falling to the middle, we'll be able to catch them with like other attacks, specifically our singers and our props, like this. So singer, if we can kind of utilize the timings properly, we can distort that attack. Like, not that just attack, but in general, like, distorting the attacks is one of the, like, key mechanics or, like, key abilities Dante has, and, like, mastering distorting is probably one of the most important parts in speedrunning this game. Because distortion works in a very kind of fuzzy way. And to better, like, to get a clear demonstration of what distorting does, and, well, will do, we kind of need to get, again, Gilgamesh, which we'll be unlocking in this mission. So here, we have a lot of chimeras here. Let's try to not allow them to launch into any of the enemies we have here. We'll be doing regular combos and some other shotgun attacks we have right now to combine our, like, options in general. Use Trickster style to get a gap closer to this enemy and kill him with this beautiful prop. Chill, you know, chill. Big chill. And then we can fight a hidden, finally. Let's fight a hidden. So for the hidden, because we don't have any other attacks, we're just gonna take a hit and hopefully anything goes fine. By using a prop shredder combo against her. This is the part where I should have been having all these kind of orbs, but you know, let's just try to make it as safe as possible. Nice, we got the second guard. So here, let's see if we can do it again, like this. Again, let's do more prop spin strats like this. Oh no. Oh wait, I actually... So here, I'm gonna use my jump cancel to get more attacks on her. And I'm just gonna eat my first Del Trigger star, just in case if something goes wrong. So here, I gotta parry her like this to cancel her out of this phase. I'm still alive! I'm still alive! Okay, and I can apologize now! So silent, more violent, la 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 la. You're screaming, la 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 la. First time the sunshine! I think I gotta use Holy Water on the Echidna because of this. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna use Holy Water. Because it just gets too, I don't know, too risky to actually continue, and I'm not gonna use like any risky chances here. So yeah, we got Gilgamesh. Congratulations. Mon cojones are very not favor. So by getting Gilgamesh, we unlock a new style of moves, and the most importantly, we unlock a very important technique called Just Frame, or like just frame attack. So just frame attack is an attack which you could have guessed already. Requires us to hit a frame perfect attack. I gotta get some regenerating items just in case if this goes like super wildly. So well, how much holy waters do I have? I have 2 holy waters. So I have to use both of them at this specific mission, but at the same time it might get a very troublesome later in the run, so I'm gonna try to not use here. So to explain just frame attacks, I'm gonna first clear this room from enemies, and I'm gonna use this beautiful drive attack, which is again a very cool attack that allows us to get a lot of damage. To just, well, meme around like completely. Okay, so just frame attacks. So every single Gilgamesh attack can be charged. Well, most of them, like 95% of them. So if you hit, if you release the charge button like 1 frame after the charge has been done, you can pretty much instantly kill a lot of enemies because you'll get all of damage. If you'll combine it with another technique called distortion, this one. Oh no. Actually, can I? Nine. Yo, I would really prefer if you would like this. Yeah, nice. So, I'm already distorting my attacks, but because you can probably figure out what's happening now, I'm gonna wait until, like, I can probably explain what distortion is, like, until the end of mission 15. Because the explanation in mission 15 is much easier to get an understanding of what's happening and why is it happening. That's probably a bad idea, but let's see if I can handle that. I missed the attack, that's... Nay! Oh no! Nay! Okay, yo, come to me. You're gonna die, comrade. Nah, that's not how you're gonna die, kid. Okay. So, let's move away from this very, very bad room. It has so much enemies, not like this. And fight some room with a lot of enemies. But first, let's destroy some faults. I mean, some faults of these. Of this level, so anything will be a little bit easier. So, what we're gonna be doing is... I wanna launch these specific enemies. Ой, иди нахуй. Okay, sorry for my Englando, because this is something that should not be happening at any case. This is called meme fault, and it always happens whenever whenever you destroy I don't know, whenever you destroy this beautiful I don't know, fault, there is a very big chance that another fault will spawn at his location, like straight up instantly. And whenever you do a very long wind-up attack, you just don't have a time to react to it. So, well, it's just something that you like just can get dunked on by the game. It can also happen in the in your like regular speedrun, not on just this difficulty, but in general. I think this is my 5th time or like 6th time I've ever sunk into that bullshit. Yeah. Okay, so there is my Blitz that I've been waiting. So let's use Holy Water and wait until Blitz arrives properly. So here, I wanna drop down a little bit and wait until Blitz kind of enrages again. Okay, so here, I want Blitz to hit me with his charge attack. Oh, okay, he won't. No! Yo, dude! No! This is so bad, you cannot like even imagine. Because that holy water that I've just used to get rid of all the enemies, it won't be refunded like at all. It is so bad. Oh my god. Oh my. Okay, this is actually well, a train wreck now. Holy. Well, it's still a very first appearance of this category on any marathon, so I'm not like even like, you know, I'm not even mad about it. I'm just kind of sad that I got eaten, then I did, and like all of this is not good. Okay, let's see if I can kind of somehow move Blitz to this point of existence, so I can kill him in this zone somehow. Yeah, like this. By using jump cancels and hopefully locking him up somewhere close to my side. Because right now I'm just have to use safety strats. And I don't like using safety strats because safety strats is for noobs. Okay, his shield is out. Yo, can you stop moving, please? Bakrit, make me an exception. Don't move. Yo, dude, don't. Yo, I would really... Nice! We got a distortion. Goodbye, kid. Dead. Okay, so that's the first pack of enemies done. Don't dead. Okay, that's the second pack of enemies, should be done pretty much in like a minute. Okay, so yeah, let me just figure out how do we solve this puzzle that we have right now. Because Devil May Cry are all about solving puzzles, you know. I'm trying to solve a puzzle of how to finish the run without going overestimate. Because given I spent a lot of like time and well, in general, anything else on figuring out how to kill some enemies properly, to not get rid, like to not get memed. Well, in result, well, the safety I've showed up, it did not end up being somewhat good or bad. It just straight up lost me a lot of time. So yeah, let's see if we can handle it without falling anywhere else, and we probably can do it. Okay, so after making a lot of mistakes and ultimately kind of ripping the run completely, we are back onto the track. So, final room in this level is kind of straightforward and easy. But first of all, you gotta get rid of these folds that can happen here. Because what we're gonna do is that we're gonna charge our drive attack like this onto the first enemies, and then we're gonna wait until a lot of enemies will pounce to us. And we will wait until a specific moment where we can just smash our hands like this. And by using Del Trigger like this, we can just stomp them up like this and everything will die. We are gonna use this specific position at the corner because it allows us to utilize this AoE properties of this attack like to the maximum. And so there is one more enemy here, we're just gonna casually kill it. And finally... Yo, what the heck is that? Well, yeah, like this. So, we are out of this cursed forest that probably killed the estimate, but hopefully... I actually hope that nothing will happen to the estimate, so yeah. Let's hope that everything goes fine. Nothing like oh no, but more like fine. So, yeah. Usually I'm trying to take estimates like... Oh, okay, this does not work. Okay, fine. So, usually, again, I'm trying to take estimates that are much, let's say... bigger than my, like, even bad time is, but sometimes, like, this kind of... this thing happened and... oh my god, this was so bad. So, that's mission 15 gone. I mean, mission 14 gone. Let's move to the mission 14 and hopefully everything will be much better. So to get that, let's buy another holy water, and we kind of desperately need one more gold orb, but because we don't have red orbs, we gotta be very poor on those things. So yeah, we can grab one more star here. It's much easier to re-grab it as Dante because he has a very, like, he just has much easier time with those stars, you know. So yeah. It's much easier to grab those. So, we have not one but two blitzes now. So, let's see if we can kill them without going super hard on those things called attacks. And we got one guy gone. It does not matter. Oh no! Okay, so... okay, let's not risk it up. Okay, medium one first. So... and one more. Nice, we actually got two good cycles from both of those. Great. So, by killing those two without, let's say... not screwing up anything, we are actually being we actually saved one holy water that we can use anywhere else, just in case if something else happens. We are in a dire need of some raid orbs because we are so out of route. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna be, I think it's here. Okay, so it's the next one. Yo, can I? Here. Excusez-moi! Okay, this one. So we're just gonna grab hidden orb cache again. So here, what I want to do is I want to use a thing called just distorted charge, and hopefully we'll get the ball. Like this one, I fell to balls. That's not fair. Yo, dude, it's like actually not fair. Okay, we cannot get like too much. We cannot get like too much problem from this room. Otherwise, we're gonna have a lot of bad time. So let's try to rotate camera and bait one of the enemies to actually doing something resembling good. Yo, I would really prefer if you would just do like this. Yeah, thank you. Okay, what's this? Another ball, Pog! Yo, that's good. That's really good. So as you can see, that's the ball. It instantly kills anything in the vicinity. We've tried to get a lot of balls, but none of the balls responded. So you know, you just gotta feel whenever you get a ball or whenever you will not get some balls, and that's kind of a problem sometimes. Sometimes it's nice to get some balls, sometimes it's not get some balls. It just depends on what kind of perspective we are watching the ball problem. If you watch from the perspective of Devil May Cry player, so Devil May Cry player wants to get as much balls in the run as possible, because otherwise his run won't be good and no PB will not be acquired. But at the same time, we just gotta, you know, just shock people with our PBs. To get new runners in, you gotta choke. And the harder you choke, the more runners will come to fix your chokes. Because they'll be sure that, there is, they can do better. But in case of this game, it follows the other, say, route, because this is a Devil May Cry game. It's not your regular speedrun with a lot of tech and strats. And this is like what makes Devil May Cry games like so unique for, an example, marathon perspective, because majority of the speedruns are, let's say, they're based off having some good glitches, some like something you can easily see, so like out of bounds, some like great damage boost, some like bugged animations, trigger skipping, whatever that is. Devil May Cry puts the main bet not on those things that makes any other speedrun unique, but instead they place a bet on having a lot of small tags that are spread throughout the run, and this tag has to be executed near flawlessly throughout the entire run to get a run that's not gonna be like something like 4 hours or so. So whenever we are talking into like learning this game, it kind of, well, it's not something good or bad. It just sometimes gets very hard to handle some things or like some techniques in the run, because they don't have like that much time for you to like think about the strat and like all the like things. Like remember your, I don't know, if your main thing is like there is no way those like runs give you any chance to like think about it. You gotta be reactive with your with your options that you're doing, but you also gotta be thoughtful about how exactly do you want to do those things. So, in example, some of the things in like in most of the speedruns are taken from the situation like you can do X and it will be faster, or you can do Y if like it's let's say slower. Like in case of like having some safety strats. Devil May Cry 4 kind of is the best example of having a lot of tools, a lot of options, but picking those options has to be done so fast that you'll be mostly like thinking about, wait, I thought about the other move, another option. Why did I like did the X, Y, Z instead of like A, B, C? And this question is pretty much what separates. In example, I won't say good runners and bad runners, because this game has a very vague explanation who's bad and who's like worse and etc. Let's grab some more orbs here. Instead, this has like a separation of, let's say, how good your decisions are, and now how good like your knowledge of the route is. Like, sure, you can copy my run or like Cosmic's run or like Loner's run, whatever. But to get an idea of how to improve in Devil May Cry games, you gotta be changing not how do you play the game, but instead how do you think about this game. Because I can't explain why I do a lot of those things in a run, and that's why it gets very hard on commentating this game or like showcasing it on like marathons. Because in example, like I have a lot of things that I can have to do because, well, they're faster. But if the enemy gives me a bad pattern, well, or like if I'll get a bad positioning, then this pattern will be gone, and there is no way I can just tell, oh wait, there is well, a bad pattern, so I can't use XYZ, and there is another bad pattern, so that's why I can't use XYZ. You gotta be like thinking about this situation like a little more like gigabrainy, sort of. Pog. So an example here. I shouldn't be getting this like cycle here on Angelus, but because of my positioning was top notch, and because I was like thinking about, okay, like I gotta be somehow forcing those two Angelus to be at this very specific spot. That's why, in example, this strat worked. Because in my original runs, I wouldn't be using this strat at all, like, trust me. So that's why, again, it's very important to know your options. So, bail number 2. Time to explain some distortion memes. Но не, ну что ты делаешь? This is bad. Because I won't have neither Devil Trigger or, well, something else for this frog to die quickly. It's bad because, well, various reasons, and I think I can still handle it by, let me see. If I'll do this, and then I'll do this, I think. Okay-ish, sounds like fine. Okay, so I could not really explain distortion here, so I'm just gonna take like 2 minutes off and explain it slightly later. We'll get to this distortion very soon, or like you might have guessed already what distortion does and means, whatever. So all of these combined is what makes this speedrun both hard to explain, hard to do, and what's more importantly, those kind of, let's say, small details, they define the difference between casual players that would go here, meme around the enemies, do some like other stuff. Damn, where's my controller? I need my controllers. So, okay, so guys, I've done this at ESA Summer while doing my speedrun. So we have 3 controllers now, 3 controllers, and all of them are plugged into my laptop. I'm so crazy, so I'm gonna just, I don't know, throw them like boom, like. Okay, here's an actual thing. So what casual player would do is that they will move there and do whatever they want, or they can learn how to play this game, learn some mechanics, some tech, maybe visit some school, you know, like to learn what inertia means. To execute, I don't know, the most Iron Ball skip there ever is. So let's take a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So yeah, multiple dubs on casual players, and yeah, that's the skip that saves around I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes in your normal speedrun in New Game Devil Hunter category. and around 5 or 6 minutes on this category. So yeah, really makes me thinking, you know. Oh wait, I can just no. Yeah, like this. Nice. So I just want to destroy those benches a little bit, again, for marathon safety reasons. Don't go overestimate that much. Nice. It's not that much, but still it's gonna be much easier for the next segment that we'll have right now. So for the very next section, because we don't have neither Delo Trigger or any resources to spare, we're gonna use a lot of backup strats with those doggos. There's a lot of those doggos and there is nothing you can do with them, so let's try to rotate the camera in a specific way that will allow us to do at least something to these doggos, you know? Yo! I did not buy! Oh no, I did not buy Pandora. Okay, let's see if I can make it still work. Yo, can you just get out? So, we've used Pandora attack to quickly get rid of the very first line of dogs. But there is more, my comrades. There is more dogs for us to kill, and there is Bakit also paying attention to what we do. Let's not... Твою налево, что ты делаешь? Okay, so let's jump cancel some dogs a little bit, because we can, because like why not? And we still need to have a little bit of Devil Trigger remaining, so we can just how about no? How about no? How about no? So I'm gonna wait until Blitz appears again, and then I'm gonna try to open Pandora box one more time. Actually, I'm gonna try to do it with from this section. Whee! Goodbye, doggos. Nice. So here, that's one. Hello, my dear comrade Bakit. Do you have your yo? Can you stand? I did not ask this, my comrade. Actually, we got the royal release, so we still can make it possible for us to kill. This fight goes like completely not the way I wanted to go. This run is like probably this is the reason I'm picking up a very. This is like those three dogs are like literally killing me completely. I want you to cooperate with me, Mr. Bakit. Mr. Bakit, please help me. Yo, like, серьезно, ты чё? Nice. Fine. Okay, so with Blitz gone, the rest of the dogs will be much easier to kill. Amazing. We figured out how to kill all these enemies without using holy water. That's great. So, we saved the holy water. Because again, marathon safety. I don't want to pull this marathon back a lot by doing a lot of bad things. So yeah, in reality, let's just assume that nothing's happened, nothing ever dropped it, and whenever happens, just happens because, well, reasons. In reality, again, let's say I just spent a lot of time in this game, so it's not a problem for me to figure out where I can save time and where I can afford myself to lose. So let's farm this red crystal one more time, and then we're gonna fight Burial once more. So for this time, I'm gonna actually explain what distortion means, because Burial is, well, can only be killed by using distortion. So let's do a quick setup. 2 singers, switch to Gilgamesh, little jump, and then use DRI, distorted real impact. So in this game there are something called contact frames, whenever you tap a Devil Trigger inside those contact frames, your attack gets distorted. By using distorted attacks, your attack damage gets magnified, amplified, whatever it is, Baljosh find, it just gets fined with a lot of damage. So like, imagine there is a damage police coming at your house. Hey you! Stop! You did not do a lot of damage! You have to do distortion to deal more damage. And then you have to learn it. So yeah, that's distortion 101. You tap Devil Trigger at a very specific timing, and if you do it correctly, you'll be able to do a lot of cool things. So let's sell Royal Guard level 4, and instead of Royal Guard level 4, let's buy a thing called Pin-Up. Pin-Up is an AoE attack that we'll be using in this very mission, and this very mission is probably the hardest mission in the entire game, because it has a lot of very hard fights, and I think we still can clear it without any problems, you know. So yeah, let's see if we can handle this specific first room without using holy waters and other meme stuff. So let's start with with regular shock, and then let's use shock distorted 2. So here I want these enemies to use some ball, if I may ask my comrades. So there's a lot of small enemies. Let's get rid of them. Твою, что ты делаешь? Что это? Это херня? What's this? That's not... so I want those enemies to literally die, but it's kind of hard, you know. So let's see if this method of approach will work. I am nearly sure that it will not work, but still I'm gonna try it a little bit more. Okay, let's set up a little bit of pin-ups for a little bit more AoE damage. And then let's kill this Scarecrow, this Alto Angelo, and we have one Alto and two guys with shields. I mean, one guy with shield and two with spears. That's more than enough to get us a ball, don't you think, my comrade? So can I get a ball? Nice, we got a ball. And we deflected the ball by killing all of the enemies in the entire room. That's really nice. So we can start another holy water here. But because we've done a lot of mistakes here, so we have kind of a lot of problems. So yeah. So here, one more room. To clear it as fast as possible, let's stand here in the middle and spam an attack called Pin-Up. Then turn on Devil Trigger and spam Pin-Up even more. Nobody likes it, like, tryharding more. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because I'm mecha and I can do it, hey. So, Pin-Up is a very strong AoE attack that can give us a lot of Devil Trigger if used properly. By using Devil Trigger Pin-Ups, we can just literally nuke this entire room like this, and it literally creates zero problems for us. So, I also want to save a little bit more Devil Trigger for the next room, so I'm gonna be killing those enemies without using Pin-Ups, so I can get more stuff. And I'm also gonna use this town to get a little bit more Devil Trigger, as you can see. There is a crystal I can farm, and there is no reason to not farm in this category, so let's try to farm it a little bit here. So let's go here. So this is the hardest room in the entire run. We gotta use like 5 holy waters here, and we have to start killing enemies from the middle. Oh, I missed 2 attacks. What a nice. So let's start with those enemies. Let's use some dishonored attacks first until like we can no longer do it. So like this. So like this. So like this. So like this. As you can see, I'm using dishonored attacks because my Devil Trigger gives me super armor. And I'm trying to get that just frame attack so I can kill much more enemies at the same time. I need health. Let's move to this section. Okay, so there's a lot of enemies you can see here. There's like Oh my god. I don't have gold orb. This is like really not fine. So let's. So okay, so let's try to kill some enemies without using the trigger. Or actually, screw this. I'm just gonna use holy water because I have a lot of them right now. Nice. We are back on our Del trigger management and all the other management that ever exists. So because there is dogs and our old good friend Bucket, let's try to. Oh my god! Let's use another holy water because it's actually like a meme now. So because there is much more enemies now that can hit us, actually not that much, but still. Let's just wait until Blitz dies, and after that we can continue our Baldur sensation. I did not ask for this. Okay, so let's finish these enemies off. We can use stingers for safety. We can not use stingers for safety. Again, it all comes down to the level of Baldur we have. So if your level of Baldur is slightly lower than infinite, then you're doing something wrong. So yeah, let's fix that out, shall we? By destroying this beautiful trash can with some health inside, we can clear this pack of enemies and just kill the enemies with style. So let's see. I need to use one holy water here, but I also can use a very interesting strat here. So what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna use Pandora's attack to decloak those enemies first of all. Then I'm gonna hit them twice or like once, and then I'm just gonna real impact them. So here is more enemies. Let's knock them up into the air and do the same. So whenever there is more enemies, let's see. Nay, that's not the attack I want to do. Can I just get the attack I want to do? Thank you. Nice. And then let's move backwards and finish the small enemies first. Like this. So because these enemies will be getting those cloaks back soon. Ooh. Nice. So what do we have here? We have this thing called Distorted Real Impacto. And I have those a load of angels. That's a load of angels. Let's not fight them. There is more angels, but these angels are more easy because there is no commander. There's literally nothing we cannot do to these angels. So let's just. I messed up a little bit of timing, so that's fine. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll get a lot of pin-ups now. And then I can just do this, and they'll die from pin-ups. True people, like true men. True men, they don't watch the explosions. So I want to buy safety stuff now. So one more holy water and one more funny thing, you know. So let's see what kind of stuff. So let's see what kind of setup we'll get. So we got kind of a good one. So let's see if we can get it even better. We got even better setup. So let's try to. That's actually so good. You cannot even understand how good that was. Okay, that was a very good start for this boss, but sadly this boss decided to do some meme stuff. Let's see if I can reach him from this height, and I can! This is perfect Agnus on LDK difficulty. Like, this is literally the God Gaming itself. Just imagine. The God Gaming. Really makes me thinking. So, let's continue our bootful speedrun. So, we are gonna fight this giant statue called Savior. You know what kind of weapon we are gonna use? We are gonna use a vandalizing laser beams. So, let's see. what are we gonna do? So first of all, we are gonna use Pandora, and then we're gonna use a little bit of attacks to knock him up. And then we're gonna use a little bit of attacks to knock all, to destroy all of his crystals on his body. We also got Yamato, by the way. Okay, so let's see. This crystal is better destroyed by using shotgun because it's very close, and that crystal from very far is being well, is much easier to get destroyed from like afar. Same applies to this beautiful crystal. So yeah, after that let's move upwards, switch to Pandora, and wait until yeah, this attack called hand attack. So let's move upwards to this hand and wait until we can use Pandora. By using Pandora, we can destroy the remaining amount of crystals and start swagging like a lot stuff. Nay, I screwed up the cool stuff. Okay, whatever. We did not get the Swagstra that you can do, but you can parry this Savior's Beam by literally mashing your Royal Guard in a very fast motion. It's very hard to do, and I screwed it up, so not like this. And here we're gonna set it up for a very quick fight, and hopefully we'll literally do everything. So 2 Pandora shots, 3 pin-ups, and then we're gonna... Oh, this is not good! I died. I did not die. So I don't have anything else to cover those expenses, so can I get your next attack, my comrade? Just gonna... I need to knock him up somehow. How do I do that? Wait a second. No, can you not rotate? Thank you. It like gets harder if you miss the cycle. And in my case it gets impossible to do it because I don't have much health points to cover those. Whatever that is. So okay, at least I can survive 1 attack now. Oh, okay, nice. We got him up like super cool. So let's kill him up now by using Distorted Real Impact. I whiffed that attack because well, yeah. So we're slowly coming to the actual end of the game. So let's say, do we have our incentive met, my comrade?
Unfortunately, that's a no. It's not being met.
Oh, it's not been met, you said. Well, that's fine. That's actually fine. So we have a bunch of cool things to show in this beautiful section where we fight all the bosses that we have fought already for the 3rd time. So let's see what we can do here. So first of all, let's grab this beautiful ball, square orb cube by the name of when there is 4 on the top of the dice. And also let's try to do it in a way that we'll get at least 1 ball. So comrade, can I get at least 1 ball? 1 ball, 1 ball please, 1 ball. 1 ball, 1 ball, 1 ball. 1 ball, por favor, my comrade. Comrade, please, 1 ball. Okay, they're doing something. Then can I get the ball? Can I get the ball, my comrade, please? My comrade, please, ball. Nice, thank you, the ball. The ball! It's here, my comrades. Okay, so let's see if we can get 1 more ball. Or actually, let's not get the ball and just use holy water. Boom. Nope. Nice. So the second number we want to get is number of 5. Or 6 if you want. So, because we have a lot more, let's say, moves unlocked now compared to the level mission 2, we can do a very unique cycle to the burial. Oh, this might be not good. Yeah, this is not fine. Okay, well, we did not get barrel quick kill, but we still can do something else. We can use combination of jump cancels, exceeds, and all other mechanics that we have right now in our disposal to still make this quick kill somewhat fast. It's not gonna be the fastest kill in the world. Oh my god, please watch my channel. It's just gonna be a pretty like. It's just gonna be a very quick pattern and cycle. So yeah, next boss is Bale. And Bale require us, give me a second. My ERL told me that I need to go to work tomorrow, so rip. So, the frog, let's see what we can do. So first of all, let's shoot her with charge shot and then use some caliber attacks. I said caliber attacks, not memes attacks. Okay, and that's a very quick frog kill. Frog just melts. If you are doing exceeded attacks like this one. So is it too late to meet the incentive? It's not too late. It's never too late to meet the incentive. We still can do it. Because we still have like 2 minutes. 2 minutes until this run ends, and I think I just pushed a wrong button. So yeah, I had to get 4. Okay, fine, whatever. We are gonna refight Echidna, and we need 2. Like this one, 2. So let's see. If we get a 2, what we can do? I needed to get a 3. Oh no, that's not fine. So there's a lot of assaults now, and I don't want to fight souls that much. So let's see if I can just use my devil trigger a little bit. A little bit of combination of like whatever that is, and so let's see. Can I just come on, come on? They are blocking my every single attack. That's not fine. That's cheating. That's actually cheating. Like, blocking is cheating. Getting more health is cheating as well, but less cheating than blocking. So that's all, I think. How much do we need? We need 1. Okay, now we can clear Echidna. Let's see what we can do. So first of all, charge shot and caliber. Oi, I missed some attacks, but that's fine. Okay, so let's kill Echidna like this. Okay, now I'm gonna eat my next Devil Star. So we're gonna hit her twice, and then we're gonna use a Showdown to set up a big attack. Charge shot gets cancelled by the damage, so that's why we are going very fast now. Nice. Yo, I asked you to die. Dead. That's sad. So, if you have any donations going on, going out, going inside, going outside, it's a perfect time to read them while we are gonna fight Agnus.
Man, I wish. But there's nothing.
It happens. It really happens.
Pepper hands.
So, Agnus fight. First of all, let's start with Exceeded 3 Caliber for a very quick summoning pattern that allows us to set up the pace of this fight. Okay, we got more blades. Kind of. You gotta clear those blades first because they are cool. And you gotta wait until Agnus starts to do his thing to cancel it like this. Okay, behold the power. That's dog summoning. Okay, okay. That we got more summons to come. Bokchamp. Okay, so it's a very big chance that we will not be able to kill Agnus now. So that's why we're just gonna do this. And yeah, I've just made a little mistake, but that's fine. We're just gonna shoot the dog, and he's gonna rotate a little bit because Beyblades are cool, you know, and well, you know. So while we are still in there, let me quickly do something. Just quickly do something. Don't mind me. I'm just quickly doing something. Okay. So we are coming slowly but steadily to the end of this beautiful run. Oh no. This one, this one, this one. Okay, nice. So, we have our final boss coming in shortly but steadily. His name's...
We actually got a donation in from Stacy with $20.
Nice.
And the comment is, the runner said that the incentive can be met. For charity, join me, people.
This is fine. Who needs the incentive when they have a lot of good gaming in chat? So yeah, I'm gonna take a very safe approach to this boss, because, well, why not? So yeah. So what do we have here? We have Sanctus. Sanctus is an S, and we will not be working with him ever again. So yeah, let's see what we can also do to this boss. More likely, how we can force him to do the attacks we want him to do. Like this, and whenever he falls down, we can just use the L trigger star and use an attack called Showdown. Like this. And, oh no, this is... Yo, this actually was pretty fine. Okay. Fine. Final? No, not yet. No, that's nice. So then, he jumps upwards. And, no, can I, like... grab you, like, for once. The true... Yo, the true power of the sword, please. Well... Okay, then, no holy water. Whatever. Okay, so... This is, pretty much... like 10 seconds away from actually finishing up the game, the run, so get ready. Nice time. So we don't care about the ending, we don't care about what happens next. What we care about, chat, is that we are in a league of our own. Yeah. So, technically, I'm actually overestimating. So, so I'm gonna take a shot, an actual shot, and I'm gonna do one thing that will probably not work because, well, obvious reasons. But I'm still gonna try to attempt, because I still have like 4 minutes, and 4 minutes is more than enough to have a $50 donation by Mekarazium. Hey Meka, you are a cool guy. How about you clear this Gods Must Die credo? And like, I'm gonna ask my comrade host, can I take 4 minutes that I still have under my estimate to quickly show you the estimate that was never met?
I'm just gonna go and say yes because this was hella impressive, and it would be shame if it just go to waste because this is just impressive to watch.
That's the good gamer stuff here. So, to fight God Gamer difficulty called Gods Must Die, you gotta download Super Trainer. You can find it on the resources section of the game, and turn some cool stuff on. We're gonna skip first bosses because I don't have time for them. So yeah, only credit for. So yeah, only credit for this time. Sorry. So okay, so I have this one. No wait, this. I have combo B. That's not good. So I'm gonna be silent during my credo run because you saw what credo is in a normal run, and I'm just gonna let you feel the energy that will come through this beautiful boss being fought at the maximum difficulty ever. So yeah, let's start. Haha! Oh no 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 no! Да ты шутишь, тварь! Well, rip no damage. I nearly beaten my ESA donation kind of incentive that was also hidden in my estimate. So rip. It was very close on getting GMD credit and no damage. So yep, rip. Oh, well, it's never enough practice to kill this guy without getting hit. Wrong pattern. Haha. Ha, na 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 na. Okay, so we're very close on killing Credo, so we gotta kill him like the fashion way. Do you know what fashion means, guys? It means style. Yo, nay. How about nay? Yo, you track me down. That's not cool. Can I get less cancerous patterns to kill Credo on? Just die, yo! Like, it's not hard. I'm not leaving until I get a touchdown. Like an actual PogChamp. So, thank you for watching my LDK speedrun on this beautiful speedrunning marathon called SpeedCon. If you are interested in speedrunning this game, you can find a lot of resources, kind of a lot of resources in speedrun.com.page. What pretty much watch runners and not content. That's it, guys. Good luck and support other events.
Well, we have a few more. Well, we have another donation before you go. It's a $10 donation from Little Miss Bonnie saying, "Well, you deserve it. That was a nice run." And I can just agree to that. That was impressive.
Yeah, it is impressive. So yeah, goodbye.